Well, talking about whether multilateralism is in crisis, it's a huge question. But I think that we have to agree on one thing, that the world has developed very much since the founding of our current institutions. And I think that we have to catch up in order to make sure that our institutions are up to date. We have the United Nations with a single understanding of rules that do not quite reflect the balance of power in the world, with 5 members with veto powers. And on the other hand, the emerging economies have a presence in the world economy and on political terms, which is not reflected at the time of taking decisions. Having said that, the WTO also reflects that deficit. However, I think we have to make sure and a distinction between 2 things. One is the failure of the Doha Development Round talks, and another thing is whether the WTO is working properly. My view is that the WTO is working properly on most of its important aspects, that be monitoring the world economy and acting as a stopper for backlash towards protectionism. It has a dispute settlement mechanism which is working very, very well. It's an institution that has grown up to 157 members. So the WTO is working. What is not working properly is the rule-making pillar of the WTO. That means negotiations. And for that, we have to keep on pushing and making sure 2 things. That the big chaps, the one that takes the big decisions in the world, are, quote, convinced by the rest of us of the need to have a multilateral trading system. And secondly, we have to talk among emerging economies for the same purpose.